Hi everyone. I've been receiving a lot of email messages and the messages from the Facebook, from my YouTube channel about my, one drill and one key technique. They all ask me, what is the details of this technique? It is a very huge subject to, go into the details, but I'm gonna give you a precise, good summary about this drilling technique. One key, one drill technique. Now, I've been placing implants since 1996. I understood one thing. In order to place a good implant, you need a sharp, good one drill, and the second thing, you have to know where you're going. So with our surgical guide softwares, basically we know what we are going. The second step is the sharp drill. I heard that the people are just using one single drill since 2 years. It is ridiculous. My protocol is I'm not using a drill more than 3 times. If you are placing the implant, you need to change your drills as well. Now, I've been researching about these drills since last 9-10 months. It's a complete, huge, complex topic. Believe it or not, I went to the DeWalt, Milwaukee, all the drill companies, I get the catalogs. Oh my goodness, man, this drills is a very, very, huge technology. You need to know all angles, all cutting edges, shank. It's a totally different topic. Basically, in order to do my technique, in order to do the one drill technique, you need a sharp, new, non-slipping drill. Let me show you what type of drills I'm using. All right, now I am using 4 different keys: 2.0, 3.3, 3.8, and 3.0. 3.0, 3.3, 3.8, 2.0. So these keys has to be very tightly fit to the socket on the surgical guide. So this is one of the main keys. So you need to arrange the size accordingly. You have to use the caliper. Every dentist should have a caliper to measure what type of materials they are using and what sizes they are dealing with. And these are the drills I'm using. I don't have a lot of gadgets. I have only my drills. It is ranging from 7 millimeters up to 15 millimeters. So 3, 3.3, 3.8. I'm not using the 4 point, the 4.3 and 2, 3.3, 3, 3.3, 3.8. And I have my drills and my drivers, and that's it. I think most of you guys know this legend formula. This belongs to Rick Ferguson. He's another legend, by the way. So drill length, when we plan our implants, drill length equals to offset plus key height plus lip height of the guide tube and the implant length. So what I did basically, I eliminate this one because we don't need this one. So basically I am just gaining 1 millimeter when I plan my implants. It's a very huge change, and I don't think that I need to explain it to you more. 1 millimeter is 1 millimeter. It's a very, very huge gain for me. So basically, key height, lip height of the tube, and the implant length, and the offset. When I eliminate this one, I will gain 1 more millimeter, which is a lot. For me, it's like a game changer. Most of the cases, I'm using the shorter drill, and I can go deeper with this implant, so it's gonna be a great tool for me to eliminate this 1 millimeter from my guide designs. And the other question is, hey guy, how are you getting this 80, 95 centimeters torques? Guys, it's very easy. If you use a drill size at least smaller than the implant coronal diameter, you will have a lot of torque. Now here's the question. In order to do this technique, your implant apical diameter is supposed to be smaller than, if it is smaller, at least 1 millimeter, it's going to be great. I'm using different implant systems. One of my implant systems, for example, the diameter is 5.1, the apical diameter. I'm sorry, the coronal diameter, and the apical diameter is 3.8, which is great. And I have another system I'm using 5, and believe it or not, it's 2.7. I love this one better. So basically what I'm doing is, if I use the 5 millimeter coronal diameter implant, I am using 3.8, so 1.2 millimeter smaller than my implant diameter. So this, when I drill the bone, when I do my osteotomy, now my socket size is gonna be 3.8 millimeter, so I can easily insert my implant from the starting of this socket. So I will never and never have any problem. So this implant is going through, and I'm just getting the torque 1/3, I'm sorry, 1/3 or like a 2/4 of the implant height. So basically I'm getting the torque from the cervical point. There is no torque here, obviously, right? Or very minimal. This is how I'm getting the torque. And I'm always planning my implants 1 to 2 millimeter, probably 1 is gonna be okay, subcrestal. So I always bury my implants subcrestal from the bone, 1 millimeter here. And I am getting good torque, I'm getting very, nice osteal readings. And the other thing is, you must be on the attached tissue. I mean, you can still use the one drill and one key technique on the, after the mucogingival junction, but you have to be very careful. Now you're going to end up with some, like a tissue tears or something, which you don't want to do that. And it's another thing, I'm still doing it, but I'm using another technique in order to compensate this attached tissue problem. So as I told you in the beginning, the main thing is the drilling. If you use a sharp, non-slipping, one drill, I think you're going to be successful placing the implant. It's going to be very easy. My implant placement for one single drill, for one single implant is not taking more than 3 minutes. If it's taking more than 3 minutes, there must be something wrong with that. I'm currently designing my custom drill, and so I just got a lot of information about the osteosurgeons because they have a very good drill design which is not slipping, even with the angled drilling. So there are very, the nice manufacturer in Australia. So I kept contact with them. Now I designed a very custom drill that is not slipping, it's very sharp, and the size that I want for the implants. And I think I will introduce these drills in a couple months. It's gonna be very cheap, so when you guys want to put an implant, you need to buy the drill for this particular implant as well. It's kind of like a healing abutment or the cover screw. If you want to go to drill, you need to open up a new drill. It's going to be very cheap. I know the drill prices are very expensive, and it's going to be more precise, non-traumatic, and very fast drill. I'm really excited about it. If you have any questions, you know where I am. Just keep in touch with me. Thank you so much. Bye.